Okay guys, so it is cold in my truck, but there's no wind. So today is, I just asked my computer, 105. This is day 105 of being on a diet. It's not the same diet I was on at the beginning, but it's the same as the last video I made. So real quick, brief rundown. I first started carnivore diet. And then I swapped to Ketovore. Carnivore is carnivore. It's just meat. I was like very strict. It was just meat. I didn't do, and water, by the way. Just drinking water, which water is still the same. I haven't changed that at all. So when I started, it was just meat and water. And that went on for about 50 or 60 days, something like that. And then, right around day 50 or 60, I started adding a couple of things into the diet, which makes it not carnivore, but it's so close to carnivore that it basically still has been. But I added in some broccoli, like some, with some of the meals I had, and cheese. I added cheese in, which some people call that carnivore, but I don't think it is. You know, when you think of a carnivore, they're eating just meat. So I just kind of swapped over to Ketovore, which I don't like diet names, but that's pretty much what it is. It's ketogenic diet with mainly just meat. So it's like it's carnivore, but just kind of peeking over the edge and having like some nuts, some vegetables, and I've added yogurt, which the yogurt I get, you can look it up now. I think it's like Keto 1 or something. It's like $1.40 at Walmart for one, and it's only 3 grams of carbs, so it's not much. So, since the last update, that was from the beginning, is when I was doing the carnivore. So since the last update I put on, I believe at the time I was 276 pounds? 274? Somewhere in that region. I don't know how many days ago that was when I did the last one, but today I weigh basically, we're gonna just say 260 to be safe, but like the other day I was 250, 257, so we'll say 260 pounds to be safe. So since the last video, I've lost 14 to 16 pounds. It slowed down from the first, couple of times I did the video, but people say that happens. So, any notices, or any, I can't talk right now, I'm freezing. When I get cold like this, I can't talk. So I'm still on Ketovore. I haven't changed that. Since the last update, I haven't changed anything. So I didn't add anything else in. I've literally, the only other thing I added was cashews, which cashews are actually high in carbs, but I feel like they give me like this weird boost of energy, and I don't overeat them at all. I'd have a serving or less. Or I'd have half a serving, and then maybe the next day have the other half. It wasn't much. And yogurt, I've been having like one of those yogurts a day. Like I said, they're 3 grams of carbs. And two days out of like the last couple weeks, I had the fancier ones, which come with like a granola. And those are like 5 grams of carbs, I think. So it's really not a lot. And I've been having cheese. And as far as vegetable, I have eaten no fruit. But as far as vegetables go, trust me, I'd like some fruit. But vegetable-wise, I've had celery, cauliflower, broccoli. One day I had canned asparagus. So really like those hearty greens, not like, ones that are crazy in carbs. And I only have a serving of it. So another thing, this is still Ketovore, was I have been having chicken wings quite a bit, and traditional buffalo unbreaded chicken wings. So the chicken wings themselves, they're homemade, so it's literally just chicken, right? We know what it is, it's chicken. So the chicken has no carbs. So as far as the coating for the buffalo, it's just hot sauce, straight hot sauce. You know, just really nothing in it. And then butter. So I've been having a lot of chicken wings. There's a car going by. But I've been having a lot of chicken wings. As far as beef, I stopped eating beef. I get really grossed out now when it comes to beef. I don't even want to eat steak. And definitely not ground beef. I can't do it. I'm trying to get everything I have changed or done on the camera here as for the update. Oh, okay. I did have, I had McDonald's twice since the last time I did this video. And, I had the Big Mac with no bun, because I was able to go on the app and get it for like $1, literally $1. So, I had an unsweetened tea both of those times, which that's like nothing. And then I had, basically, if you go to McDonald's, first of all, I don't like McDonald's, but these were days I was like really hungry, and I just wanted something a little bit flavorful because the sauce has carbs in it, but there's not much, so it really doesn't matter since I don't eat a lot of carbs anyways. So what they do at McDonald's is if you get like a Big Mac, it's just a pile of, like, if you get breakfast at McDonald's, the big breakfast, it's like the tray. They just put a bunch of lettuce, they put 4 pickles, the 2 little small burger patties, 1 slice of cheese, and then you get some of the special tea sauce on it. So, it's like a salad almost when you get it. As far as salads, I haven't really been eating salads. Today was the first time I had a salad in like a long time. And my salad consisted of a 1.5 cups of iceberg lettuce, like a decent little bit of feta cheese, which there's like nothing in that. And then I had, I'm gonna say, a tablespoon of ranch, because when I've had wings, I'll use a tablespoon of ranch, which is like 1 carb for the brand I use. And I'll just have a tablespoon of that when I have the buffalo wings. But yeah, I mean, I haven't really changed a lot. So, oh, and I had bacon bits on that. So, really, that's the only changes since the last video. I have a yogurt pretty much every day, or every other day sometimes, but if I have them every day, I'll have a yogurt, which, like I said, 3 grams of carbs. And then cashews, but I ran out of cashews. I had a big thing of cashews when we went grocery shopping like a month ago, and I finally got through them, and I don't think I'm going to get any more because they do have some carbs in them. I have some peanuts left, which it kills me eating peanuts. I don't know, they're boring. But yeah, I basically just eat chicken. I just eat pork. Fish, not really as much, because I can't fry it. I like fried fish. And yeah, I just pork, chicken wings, just pork chops. I'm trying to think of if like I've been out anywhere and I changed an order to fit the diet. I haven't been eating out much. I've been saving money. Eating out anymore is just too much anyways. Even if you have the money, it's just too much. Oh, I did the maple syrup, which that has killed me. I haven't had any of it. I had like the tiniest bit of the maple candy that I made, and that was about it for that. But we went to a maple syrup show the other day, which that should be a video sometime, and they had little jugs of maple syrup about that big for $4. So I got that, and that's kind of my energy booster. If I want sugar, that's my natural energy booster. So I'll have like, trying to think of measurements, probably 1/8 of a teaspoon of the syrup. I'll just have that much, like barely any, like if you put a toothpick in it twice and have what was on it, that's what I've had. So yeah, I haven't changed much. I'm just trying to get everything onto the video here since it's like a log. But yeah, I have been losing still. now that we're done with the food part of the video, I will say I am starting to notice things. After being fat and huge for so long, I have been huge since I was little. Like, literally my whole life I've been fat. So, I know a lot of people are like, don't say fat. I mean, that's what it is. But ever since I was little. So for me to kind of notice a slight change is something. Because you get so used to the weight. You know, I've been used to the weight for a very long time. But there's a few things. Right here, this is skin to bone right here. Around my collar. And around my shoulders. It feels, it's firm. Right? You know, if I put my hands here, this is firm. And I could feel the bone. You know, I could feel it. Beforehand, I never had that. It wasn't until about a week and a half ago, I just did this for some reason. I did this. And I felt it. I was like, what? I was like, why does that feel like that? So, you know, all around up here, this is all bone. I could feel it. So, that's one thing I've noticed. It's weird. And if I like stand up and like lift my head up a little bit and just like look straight forward, it's like there's tension here. Like I can feel muscle kind of. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. But around here, it feels a lot more firm. I have had loose skin. So, you know, since 2021, like from today all the way back till 2021, I've lost like 80 some pounds. I was 200, almost 240 pounds, or 340 pounds. You know, today I'm 260 and really like 256. But I've lost a lot of weight. Now that first partial loss from 2021 until the end of 2021 or something like that, whenever I did that last weight loss, I did lose a decent amount, but then I halted. And I stayed like that for a long time. That's the thing with me is like when I lose weight, it kind of just, like I keep it off because I didn't eat much in the first place. And the reason I started this weight loss is because I was like laying in bed one day and I just felt like, because I pride myself with how endurant I am. Is it endurant? You know, endurance, whatever. I have always been like pretty, like I could do quite a bit of stuff because I've always been big. My body's adapted to it. And I was laying there and I just like, I was snacking because I got into this real bad like snacking phase where I just kept eating stuff and I couldn't stop. And that has happened on this diet too. I'll get back to that. But I just snack. Like, I don't know what it was. When it's cold like this, I'm cold. I can't get warm. And, you know, I'll start to think of it, but I don't do it as much anymore. I kind of kick that. But yeah, I was just laying there. And I felt out of breath. And I felt like, from my stomach being there, it was pulling the air out of me almost. From laying sideways. And I didn't like that. And another thing is I have a ridge down, you know, my chest. Like, if someone has a six-pack, trust me, I'm not relating to a six-pack, but I'm just saying, that center line that runs down your chest, I have had that, you know, for a while, but that started to go away. I started getting so big that that ridge went away, and that wasn't there. I couldn't see it. Now that's fully back. But, yeah, as far as, like, the snacking thing, I kicked it, and there were... Today's one of them. Actually, it's funny I'm filming today, because today was one of those days where I'm freezing cold, and I'm just hungry. Or at least I think I am. You know, I'm hungry. So some days I don't eat much. Some days I have a decent amount. I'm going to go through what I ate today. Today I've had the most food than I have had in like a long time. Because I got into that weird hibernation phase. I had probably 10 peanuts. Like shelled. So not like when you're cracking peanuts open. I'm just literally 10 peanuts or peanut halves. I had one of my yogurts. I had 8 buffalo chicken wings with like a tablespoon of ranch on the side. I dipped them in. For breakfast, I had 3 eggs with bacon bits, cheese, and sausage mixed in. And I had something else. I did have something else. I can't quite remember. But what was it? I had something else. I can't remember, but I had something else. But for me to say that's a lot, that really is a lot compared to what I have like eaten for a lot of days. I'm just waiting for true spring. Today's the first day of spring, even though it's snowing. But I plan on biking a lot this coming year, and that'll help take it off. What I think is cool is, even though it's slowed down losing weight, and trust me, I know, like, a lot of you guys are going to say, you know, almost 20 pounds in a month is quite a bit of weight to lose, and I've done it consistently almost. But I still think you can always lose more than that. And honestly, I mean, this diet, it works. You know, it may suck at times, but at the same time, when you eat food, it disappears. You know, like, as soon as you eat it, it's gone. And the way I've been looking at things is, if I look at something and I think, oh, I know what that tastes like, that it makes it a lot easier for me to be like, I don't need it, because I know what it tasted like, you know, and I tell myself, you know, you want to eat all that? You want to eat all that and then feel bad about it not long after? And what's good about this diet is, I've barely done exercise. Barely. I haven't been able to. It's been freezing cold. I would go to a gym if they're closer, but the closest one's 30 minutes away. And I've been losing that much weight without exercising. So, I mean, it just kind of sheds off, and that's good, you know. And when I do start to work out, I'm going to focus on strength and not losing weight at all, because I'm already losing weight. I'm going to focus on strength. The most I can do, comes another car. The most I can do is I can just barely curl 50 pounds. Just barely. Like, it's kind of hard to get it up, but then when I could just barely do it, and then I can, you know, I can lift the 50 way up and hold it there. That's about my weight level of arm strength. Left arm, I can't do the 50. This has always been weak. This is just my, you know, this is just the hand that's there. But you know, I could do a bit with that. So as far as strength, you know, I do have some strength, but that's something I want to work on. But as of for now, it's still winter pretty much, and I'm just gonna focus on just keeping the diet straight and just, you know, just sticking to the diet. So this video is probably long. How long is this? It doesn't even say. But yeah, that's just, I pretty much covered everything I want to say. If it was nice out today, I would have done it outside. But since last video, we've lost, just say 16, 18 pounds. I know I said 14, 16, but I just weighed after I ate all that, and I drank a lot of water, and I had my clothes on, and it said I was 262 point something. So I'm pretty much down, you know, under the 260. And I'm pretty happy with that. My main goal, now I think I said this on the first video, my main goal is 250 pounds. It's only been 105 days, and I am already within like just a little stone toss. Not even like a stone throw. Like, if you just took a stone and just went, that's how close I am to getting to my main goal. So I'm not at that goal yet, but I already canceled it. 250, that's not enough. I've already canceled that goal. So I'm shooting for 220. I'm shooting for 220 pounds. And we'll see where that gets us. But yeah, it's amazing. It does take a lot of will. It does. It's hard. You know, a lot of people ask me, they're like, you can't live like that. You know, but it's not killing me. It's not like I don't have energy. I have energy. One thing I will say, though, this is what I want to say about carnivore. when I was doing just straight carnivore, at first I had the carb, the problem with carbs, you know, or sugar. I had withdrawals. Worse than when I was on certain pills. I had withdrawals from sugar, real bad. And I didn't even drink pop much. This was just from all the things that have sugar in it, or bread, you know, it has the carbs. And I didn't have a lot of energy on carnivore. That's the one thing. I felt a little weak. I felt I was just lacking this extra strength that I needed to do things. So when I swapped to adding some cheese, I've had some sour cream, you know, just a few veggies. When I swapped and added just those little small things, barely putting me away from carnivore, just a couple of things, you know, the cashews. As soon as I started doing that, I had more energy. But I also had the carb withdrawals come back slightly because I'm having carbs again. My body's like, hey, you want that again? And I just keep telling myself no. So as long as you have the willpower to not dive back into carbs, and you just kind of pick small things here and there and add them with your meat, then you'll have a little bit more energy, which it's definitely needed, and you can have a few more things, you know, to eat. So yeah, it's going good. So in 105 days, I'm trying to think, what have I lost? Okay, so 40, I've lost 54 pounds in 105 days. So it's going good. So if you guys have any questions, just leave them down below. I'm going to post this video probably as soon as I go in the house. I'm just going to throw this together and put it up for you guys. I do have a couple videos coming out, so keep that in mind. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And if anyone else is following along, keep doing it. You're going to be mad at yourself if you stop doing it. Or if you didn't start, just start doing it. The biggest thing is starting something. You know, you got to start something. You can't just keep telling yourself or lying to yourself and saying, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Do it right when you think of it. So then you don't even got to wait that extra morning for time to pass. The quicker you do something, you just got to stick with it. It's the only thing. You got to stick with it. So if you want to start a diet, do it. Even if it's, you know, even if you're still eating food that has sugar and carbs, you know, just cut back. Or don't snack. Or get the right options. I'm not going to tell you to go out and, oh yeah, get all this healthy food. Healthy food's expensive. It really is. Healthy food is expensive. It's always more. And I'm not going to say, yeah, eat all these foods that say diet on them. That's not, in my opinion, that doesn't work for me. What works for me is noticing improvement, which I've noticed a lot. My endurance has gotten a little better. And I can feel here. And, you know, like I said, I do have loose skin. At the bottom, I got a big belly, keep in mind. All my weight really went, it's always been my stomach. Right at the bottom of my stomach, there's like a 3-inch patch that's like real loose. Like you can, you know, this might gross people out, but you can like pick up on it. You know, it's like if you're real dehydrated and you pinch your finger and it, you know, mine obviously goes down because I'm just drinking water. But, you know, it takes forever to go down. That's kind of what that's like. So I am starting to get some loose skin, which I am losing weight really fast, so I'm hoping it doesn't get real bad. But at the same time, it's just a small price to pay. It doesn't really matter, you know. Do you want to haul all that weight around? Because, you know, now when I pick up 50 pounds, like I said, I know I can, you know, curl it. But when I pick up 50 pounds, that's heavy. I can't hold that long. I can't stand there and hold that constantly for a while. I can't do that. To think that, you know, just picture me laying in bed when I was 50 or 80 pounds, you know, heavier. Picture that, you know. I didn't notice anything, but right now if I was to lay on my back on my bed and I was to get a 50-pound weight and set that on my stomach, what would that feel like? What would that feel like? Just think of that. What if I got the 80-pound weight, set that on my stomach? It'd crush me. it would start crushing me. I wouldn't be able to breathe. So, yeah, it's just certain things to think about. What helps me is thinking about, you know, I'm doing a good job, but I'm not going to let myself quit. So I don't really think of anything that much. The only thing I think of is I am starting to notice, and this is the lightest I've been in many years. Because even when I lost all that weight last time, I was down to 267. And today I'm, you know, under 260. I'm almost to my first goal. So I'd keep going on forever. This is the day 105 update. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.